What if I told you that winning the Man of the Match award in a Champions League final could destroy your next season? 7 consecutive MVPs, 7 devastating injuries, and in 2025, it claimed its latest victim. Before I reveal who, hit that subscribe button on Cyberboot, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at football's biggest night the same way again. Welcome back to Cyberboot, where we uncover football's darkest secrets and strangest patterns. I'm diving deep today into something that's got fans, players, and even superstitious managers talking: the UEFA Champions League Final MVP curse. Since 2019, every single player who's lifted that Man of the Match trophy on football's grandest stage has suffered a serious injury or physical collapse within months. Not some, not most, every single one. Coincidence? Medical science? Or is there something genuinely cursed about being the hero on that May or June night in Europe? Let's break it down, name by name, injury by injury. Let me take you back to June 1st, 2019. Madrid, Liverpool versus Tottenham. A cagey final decided by 2 goals. And standing tall above everyone else that night was Virgil van Dijk, ice cold, commanding, unbeatable. He was named Man of the Match, and Liverpool had their 6th European Cup. Fast forward to October 2020, Everton versus Liverpool. Routine Merseyside derby. Jordan Pickford crashes into Van Dijk with a reckless challenge. ACL ruptured. The Dutchman, who'd played almost every game for 2 straight seasons, was gone for 9 months. The best defender in the world, sidelined. That's when whispers started. Then came 2020. Kingsley Coman scored the only goal in Bayern Munich's Champions League final win over PSG in Lisbon. He was electric that night. Pace, precision, the perfect winger performance. Man of the match, no question. But the 2020-21 season? A nightmare. Muscle injury after muscle injury. He missed chunks of the campaign, constantly breaking down. His explosive speed, the very thing that made him unstoppable, became his weakness. 2 finals. 2 MVPs, 2 serious setbacks. Now here's my first question for you. Do you think this is just bad luck, or is there something deeper going on? Drop your answer in the comments below. I want to hear what you think before we go further. 2021, Porto Chelsea versus Manchester City. And who absolutely ran that midfield? N'Golo Kante, the little magician, covered every blade of grass, intercepted everything, and smiled through it all. Man of the match. Chelsea were European champions again. Then the injuries started piling up. Hamstring issues, knee problems. Kante, who was famous for his engine, for never getting tired, suddenly couldn't stay fit. He missed huge chunks of the 2021-22 and 2022-23 seasons. The curse had claimed victim number 3. Paris again. Real Madrid beat Liverpool in a final that should have gone the other way. Karim Benzema was the favorite for MVP, right? Wrong. Thibaut Courtois put on one of the greatest goalkeeping performances in Champions League history. 9 saves. Absolute heroics. Man of the match, deservedly. August 2023, training with Real Madrid. Courtois goes down, no contact. Torn ACL and meniscus damage. Out for the entire 2023-24 season. Another champion, another injury, another name added to the list. But here's where it gets interesting. By now, players are aware of this pattern. Rodri wins it in 2023 after Manchester City's treble-winning final against Inter Milan. He's built like a tank, rarely injured, the perfect midfielder. Surely he'd break the curse? Nope. Muscle tear. Multiple absences throughout the 2023-24 season despite City's incredible workload management. Even Pep Guardiola couldn't protect him. And 2024? Dani Carvajal, Real Madrid's warrior, man of the match in another Wembley final. What happens next season? Knee injuries, muscle problems, he's in and out of the team. The curse doesn't care about experience, fitness, or preparation. All right, Cyberboot family. If you were a player in a Champions League final, would you actually want to win Man of the Match knowing this pattern exists? Genuinely curious. Let me know in the comments. Which brings us to 2025, and here's the name I promised you at the start. Désiré Doué. If you've been following PSG this season, you know this kid is special. Only 20 years old, silky dribbling, vision beyond his years. And in the 2025 Champions League final, he delivered the performance of his life. PSG finally won their first ever Champions League, and Doué was the architect, man of the match, the future of French football. The celebrations were massive. Doué was everywhere, interviews, sponsorships, magazine covers. But then, November 2025, PSG released a statement. Désiré Doué has suffered a right thigh muscle lesion, a tear that would sideline him for weeks, possibly longer. 7 finals, 7 MVPs, 7 injuries. The curse lives on. Now, let's be smart about this. Is this actually a curse? No. But here's what is real. Physical burnout. Champions League finals happen after 60-plus game seasons. Players are running on fumes, carrying minor injuries, and their bodies are breaking down. Winning that final often means you've played more minutes than anyone else. The spotlight effect. After becoming a Champions League final MVP, the pressure skyrockets. You're expected to perform at that level every week. Players push harder, train longer, and don't rest properly because they want to maintain that status. Confirmation bias. We remember the injuries, but we forget the MVPs who stayed healthy, because there haven't been any since 2019. But here's what makes this genuinely eerie. It's not just injuries, it's serious injuries. Career-altering setbacks that happen within months of the final. That's not normal. So here's my final question before we wrap up. Is this just modern football's intensity catching up with elite players? Or is there genuinely something about that specific match that breaks their bodies? Drop your theory below. I'll be reading every single comment. So there you have it. The UEFA Champions League final MVP curse. 7 years, 7 players, 7 devastating injuries. Whether you believe in curses or not, the evidence is impossible to ignore. Désiré Doué is the latest victim. And honestly, I hope he recovers fully and breaks this cycle. But deep down, we're all wondering the same thing. Who's playing in the 2026 final and will they be next? If this video made you see the Champions League differently, you need to subscribe to Cyberboot right now. We're digging into football's biggest mysteries, tactical breakdowns, and the stories nobody else is telling. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And seriously, drop a comment, tell me, do you believe in the curse? Who do you think will be in the 2026 final? And most importantly, would you risk it for that trophy? This has been Cyberboot. Stay curious, stay tactical, and I'll see you in the next one.